Hello, this is the Mega Construx Call of Duty Arctic Recon Armory set. This is, I believe, the third set of this type that comes with some minifigures, some accessories, and is based around one of those shipping containers, corrugated steel style. This one uses a container that is pulled out of Black Ops 2. It was used in the shipment, Strike Force mission, and also in the cargo multiplayer map. So you may recognize the print on there. It uses blue as the main color. The previous ones have been silver, kind of dark silver, and dark red. This one has some black mixed into it, and also a little bit of white coming up that's been sprayed on it. It has some of that on the top as well. The figures don't really go with the setting of the container, but I'm okay with that. They're just going for different color schemes, and you can switch stuff around. I'll show you the figures up close in just a moment. They also give you this tiny bit of terrain, so it'll be a little bit of Arctic terrain there. Also comes with a crate, like a small crate, like a miniature care package, you might want to call it. Has some stuff in it for some Arctic usage, or just general cold weather usage. A couple of snowshoes here, a couple of crampons. It's a laser sight. That ammo pouch actually should have been attached to one of the figures. I'll fix that. These are a couple of range finders, and then these are just extra add-on pieces to help you to convert the shipping container a little bit. I'll show you just how they did that in the instructions. I've demonstrated that before, and then just a couple of ice axes are included on the side. Real quick, if you haven't seen it before, to convert the container, you just take off a handful of the pieces and put one of the doors at one end, one of the doors at the other end, and place a bunch of those clip pieces into the wall to put all of your weapons up there rather than just a couple extras. Of course, you could always just attach the clips to the outside of the complete build of the container if you want. There are the two extra weapons included with the set. Unfortunately, I've got the wrong color of magazine here. They do include one that is the correct color that matches with the rest, but it fell off somewhere in my house and I will never find it again. So I put one of the other spares included in the set there. Real quick before I get to the figures, this is the other side of the container. It doesn't have as much print on it, still has some paint application. The container opens up fully. You can take the top off and there's no print at the other end. So here we go with the figures. It puts the pouch on the vest. Aha, much better. Two figures, that's what you get with this set, and that's kind of the norm that they've established for this type of set for the price and everything. There are their default weapons with the matching parts this time around, the matching colored parts for those. And these have the nicely printed camo for the legs with the light gray and the black that's printed on to not only the legs but also the center kind of what I call hip piece there. I really like this headpiece. It has a lot of paint applications on it and has a good amount of realism. I mean, you've got a pretty bright color for the kind of plasticky color for the skin, but it's a decent tone. It's a good mold. They've got the eyebrows added in there. I think both of these figures are done up nicely, but this is the more desirable of the two, just more interesting looking. This one tends to look a little bit dead, but I mean, how can you get much life into that without adding on a wash or something to start bringing out some real fine detail in there? So I think both of these are done pretty well, and the color schemes are different enough to separate them, but they're close enough to allow the swapping of parts between them. And yes, this guy does have the removable boots, although you need another figure with the same style of removable boots to do anything with those. By the way, since this is supposed to be in a cold area, they give you a nice garbage can on fire to keep you warm and smelly. And that's just that. Another permutation of what I think is a successful packaging idea. Certainly my favorite thing is the container itself. Just looks great on display for all sorts of different themes. If you don't want to see the specific print, you can just turn it around. Definitely very massable, although you probably will want to bring in a little bit of extra variety for the figures, especially with the heads. So that's it for my look at this set. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to get on to my next video, so I'll talk to you again soon.